Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, bum. Okay, seriously. It's been a month and a half. Can we at least someone please explain what the hell's going on?
It's time for reaction. Welcome in. Old School Nerd.
Hey everybody, my name is Old School Nerd. Check us out on OldSkuleNerd.com. It's got all of our social media posts, the Patreon link for those who want to help support the channel, and the merchandise store. Okay, here we go. If you're as confused as I am, it's okay, because I'm pretty sure that by the end of all this, you're going to feel like a Jodie Foster.
No words to describe.
Yeah, okay. The name of the band is Endless Exam, and this is something that's brand new. You've never seen anything from them before. This is the world premiere of any of their work, period. I'm the first person to see it that's not them. That's so dumb. Who gives me the opportunity to see you? You send that to people with influence. I'm an idiot from Louisiana in the United States. No, I'm kidding. Actually, let me explain to you what's going on. Okay. At the beginning of my channel last year, I was introduced to some amazing musicians in Finland, and they were playing some covers of an epic metal rock band from the United States that was huge for many years. And they were bringing that love into Finland. And through a mutual acquaintance, I was introduced to them, and we had like a little rapport, and I was doing some reactions, and it was fun. But what I didn't realize is right about that time, there were some stirrings going on. Okay? There were these two guys. One, his name is Yanni, and the other one's name is Jukka. Okay? And they're both from Finland, and they went to a Rammstein show, and they were hanging out. Now, they had played together in a band in like the 2000s, the early 2000s. And that band broke up, but they were still really close friends. So they went to a Rammstein concert, and they were like, you know what? We should really find the time to get together and play some more music, because, we play really well together and pretty creative. And that then became a reality, because right after that, after I met some of these musicians, COVID hit. So just like a lot of us, the people in Finland were hanging around doing nothing at home. And Jukka and Yanni were like sharing music back and forth. And Jukka had shared with Yanni some demo stuff he had been working on. And Yanni got really excited and was like, dude, we got all this time. We should do it. And they were like, well, we got a problem. And they're like, well, what's the problem? Well, there's just two of us. We don't have a bass player, and we don't have a singer. Well, luckily for these guys, one of them just happens to be in a band with two other amazing people called the Bad Apples. And they were like, I know this chick named Nina. She's a savage on a microphone. We should get her. Cool. What about a bass player? Well, there's Tuomas. And they were like, shit. So they put out an ad in the local newspaper, and no bass players showed up. And they thought, oh, well, fuck. I guess we're going to take Tuomas. Because, come on, everybody knows that if you're a band and you're from Finland, you can't have somebody named Tuomas in your band and be successful. If you didn't get that joke, get the fuck out of my channel. Go. That's a Nightwish joke. Oh, you know what? I'm tired of explaining jokes to you guys. I mean, come on. Anyway, so the four get together, okay? And they start getting together. Now, Nina was pretty excited because some of the stuff that Jukka and Yanni had come up with was a lot more savage than that classic 90s rock they had been pushing out. And it was more creative, it was darker, and it allowed her to really put forth that savage feel. Here's the thing about Nina. She can sing, she can be melodic, but what she's really known for are savage, passionate vocaling. That kind of lends to the fact that She's one of the best cover singers of Axl Rose ever. If you know Axl Rose and the original Guns N' Roses band, he could sing. We know that. But he was always best when he was just being brutal on the mic. She can do that as well. She can wail. So, the four of them get together. They're trying to work it out. They spend a whole bunch of time in the studio. Yuka winds up with back problems and they're having creative struggles trying to figure it all out because it's a new sound for some of them, and they keep working and working and working, months working on this stuff. Finally, it starts to fall together. They cut a couple songs, and this song right here is called "The Wild Ride." And this song wasn't originally supposed to be the song that they launched with, but right here towards the end, they got into the studio and they said, you know what, we really got to hash this one out. The producer and engineer and mixer really just pushed them. Like, this song could be something special, but you got to nail it. And they worked and worked and worked until finally we're about to hear what they put together. So the name of the song is A Wild Ride. My name is Old School Nerd. This is Endless Exam. And after this reaction, I think we're going to actually have some questions for them. Ready? No. Hell no, you're not ready. Here we go. Endless Exam. Song is The Wild Ride. Yes, there are lyrics. Yes, there are images. And yes, if you get dizzy or you suffer from vertigo, just keep your eyes closed. Trust me. The first thing you're going to say is, man, that drum beat sounds very straightforward. It's not. There's an off count hit every time that they go through the run twice. On the second run through, on the third or fourth beat, they drop an off hit, which kind of gives it kind of a chaotic drop feel. Of course, the guitars are very straightforward with that hook. I don't hear Thomas. I can smell him, but I don't hear him. I'm sure it'll come later. No, the jokes never stop. I love that guy. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I see you people. Are you waiting? The fireball in the sky. How long is that gonna last? Isn't even real. Run, one time, run. I don't get reply. All I want is to get nights like the only thing. The answer is my own code. In a moment I get by. All I want to fly high. What's the menu? That feeling kicking in. Why ride? I can't fly. I fly.
I do like that tom work at the end there. It adds a little bit more weight. Wasn't expecting the kind of anthem-y feel to that chorus, because they were like, you sing that, I want to fly, and all of a sudden, hi, and then it's different. It is very unique. So just enjoy this. I have no idea where this is going. And every time I see Toma start to fade in, I get worried. I understand Nina's wearing the clown makeup, but she doesn't scare me nearly as much as Thomas does. I have no idea why. He haunts my dreams. Go.
When I close my eyes, I feel like I float. Nothing pains me anymore.
That's a good line. I really like the drums on this section. That tag hits you weird. It's like... Okay. Verse, chorus. Pretty typical. Are we going to get a bridge, guitar solo? I don't know. But I've been around music to know that the format is there. Do they stick to it or do they do something different? Let's find out. It almost sounds like a reprisal chorus, but it's not. I want to let this guitar solo play, and we will. That was one of the most unique bridges I've ever seen or ever heard. Seen and heard. I'm going to say that it's like an anti-bridge. Because sometimes, okay, can you follow along with me? Typical musical format, no matter what the genre, for radio play or industry format, verse, chorus, usually there's what's referred to as a bridge, which is a segue into some sort of instrumental or breakdown. Classically, we know it as the guitar solo, but that bridge normally is either like a lull in the action or something that starts slow and builds up to where you can crescendo into a guitar solo. This is an anti-bridge. This doesn't build into anything. It's a chaotic assault because Nina's screaming at you, they're flailing around, and the bridge is more chaotic than anything else we've seen. And then the guitar solo then becomes some sort of epic classic metal / rock guitar. You know, that phrasing you would expect from a classic guitar solo right after all that chaoticness. This is really different, and I really like it because you can't place this anywhere. And that's important. You can't say they sound like anybody else because this I've never heard like this. That's a good thing. We're gonna do the second part, the second round of this chaotic anti-bridge, and watch. Man, forget your format. Literally, forget your format. Instead of going to a reprisal course like you would expect, the song, you get the chorus only twice. And then they go into this anti-bridge, and then it leads into this crescendo as it echoes through. And there are a lot of vocal layers. Nina worked her ass off. She harmonized to herself. I counted 5 different vocal tracks playing on at the same time. Pretty impressive. And then just a classic epic guitar solo that just trailed off into the end of the song with no reprisal chorus. I mean, I really like that. It's unique as hell, and I think that's what I love about it the most. I mean, I knew they were musically creative. I've seen some of their other stuff. This is a unique situation. It is I don't know if it's darker. I mean, the imagery is darker because you put a clown into almost eating anything, and that's pretty fucking scary. But I find it to be a creative outlet more than being anything that's darker. Maybe more chaotic. But Nina really holds that chaos in her hand, and she carries you along. And I think the lyrics really play out well. At the beginning, you're not even really sure what the hell's going on. But when you get to that bridge, that anti-bridge, where she's just laying it out, you're like, I need to get out of this bad dream. But then when they start that guitar solo, you're like, no, I don't want to leave now. And then they end the song. And you're like, well, damn, that's not good. That's not fair. All right, that's Endless Exam. The song is The Wild Ride. Wow. Okay, everyone. As always,
Muchas fucking gracias.
I really like that.